This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another Core Set 2021 draft, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or their logo below on Twitch, so check them out. Yeah, let's jump in here. Well, I don't generally think Shacklegeist is so good you want to first pick it. I think in this pack we're looking at a few things. So, Twin Blade Assassins is a pretty good signpost uncommon. Shock can kill a lot of creatures in this format. It's lots of small creatures. It is the kind of thing you need to generally succeed in any kind of deck, and it's really good in an aggro deck too. Finishing Blow has decreased a little in my eyes just because this format can be so fast. Mistral Singer, pretty nice. I think I just take Shock in the end here. It's great in this format. I mean, it's always good, but it's better than usual in this format. Okay. So, this is another good signpost uncommon. We also have Llanowar Visionary, which is quite good. Helps you ramp, replaces itself. We also have Mistral Singer. I do think the Visionary is a little better. So I think I'm going to grab it. Yeah. Okay. All right, well, Gale Swooper is quite good. Oh, never mind. There's a Roaming Ghostlight. We take Roaming Ghostlight. Yeah, it's great. Tempo is real, adds to the board. It's a great card. Nine lives is not very good. In fact, I think that's an understatement. 9 lives is bad. Man, we could have back-to-back Kite Sail freebooters. Woo. This pack is not very good. So the freebooter is the best card in this pack, I would say. Frost Breath is pretty good should we end up in a blue-red deck. See the Truth is okay. Library Larcenist is okay. But freebooter is the best card, and I think I just take the freebooter here and see what happens. Yeah. We have 4 different colors of cards so far. Which, there's no problem. There's no reason that that's necessarily a bad thing. It's, you know, we've taken the most powerful card in every pack. Although, there's some debate about Shock, I guess. But the rest of them, I think, were pretty clear. Okay. So, Sabertooth Mauler has really overperformed, as has Crypt Lurker, I think. Feat of Resistance is also pretty good. If we wanted to take a 5th card in a 5th color, that's what we could do. I think I'm gonna go with the Mauler. Yeah, it's been better than I expected. Feat might just be the best card in this pack, but it's not by a huge margin. So let's take the Mauler. Ooh, Roaming Ghostlight number 2. We're in business here. We're heading in the right direction. So, take another Ghostlight. So, blue is easily our best color now, with the 2 Ghostlights. Other than that, though, I mean, we do want to try to play blue as hard as we can, I would say. Ghostlights are just that good. But other than that, I don't know what our second color is going to be. These cards are all... I mean, I guess Sabertooth Mauler is probably the worst of these 4 cards, but it's still pretty good. Shock and Freebooter, both nice. Shrine deck would be interesting. Hello, Taser Lord. Thanks for making it to the stream and watching all the top 10s. Okay. Well, here, I'd say our best card is Silver Smoke Ghoul. You can't always set it up in every color pair, but I think it's fine. Arsonist, Cur, Ogre, you know, they're nothing special. Yeah, that Shacklegeist would have been nice with the 2 Ghostlights. You are correct. If we could have seen the future... Okay, so Rise Again is a very real card in this format. Reanimating Ghostlights even is kind of okay. It's definitely the best card in this pack for us. It seems like we're kind of headed in the blue-black direction. Yeah. Gnarled Sage is fine, but I do think Rise Again is just the best card here. We do need ways to load the graveyard. We do need, you know, there's some things we need, but it has a very good ceiling. So it's feeling like, I mean, it's good to keep in mind we have playable green cards and a playable red card. I mean, we can continue to stay open even taking a Rise Again. There's no point in taking the, I mean, you know, the Sky Scanner would make our deck, but yeah, it's nothing special. There's another Rise Again, but here I think we probably take a Crypt Lurker. We don't, you know, if we had stuff to do, sweet stuff to do with Rise Again already, well, you know, like Archfiend's Vessel, maybe we would take something else. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Vessel. It gives us a pretty good thing to reanimate, and it's kind of okay early. Here's a good thing to reanimate, too. We need ways to throw these in the graveyard, of course. We don't really have those just yet, but... Okay, so I think I take the Cliffs here. I could take a Hobble Fiend. It's fine, and we do have Shock, but I think we just take the Cliffs. See what happens. All right, here we'll take a Forgotten Sentinel. We kind of hope we don't play it. Yeah, our deck's looking good for Reanimator. We just need... like a second Rise Again would be nice, as would some ways to load our graveyard. But we have plenty of time to find those. Guess we'll grab a Meteorite, like... It is fixing. Yeah, here we will grab a Hobble Fiend. Ooh. So, right now, we're not that good at drawing cards. But, Tutelage also helps us load our graveyard because it loots when it comes into play. So it fits with what we're doing anyway, and it can just turn into a win condition. So I think we take the Tutelage here over the other things. Yeah. Yep. Okay. A couple of nice white cards here in Tempered Veteran and Basri's Acolyte. For us, I mean, Opt's okay. It's not as good in this deck as it is in the Prowess deck. The Temple's not terrible. Like, you can play off-color Temples. Scry is good enough that it's worth doing. We could splash our Shock if we really wanted to. I don't think one generally wants to do that, but I don't think we want the Cauldron either. Man, this is yeah, opt for the Tutelage. Maybe that's where we should go. Witch's Cauldron's good with it too, but I guess opt is more flexible. I think that's a good idea. So there's another Rise Again. And right now, we don't exactly have anything to get back with a Dowser. Although, getting back the Dowser with Rise Again means you get the Dowser back, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. And the Dowser is better in more situations than Rise Again. Maybe I just grab... I mean, the reason I'm not super into grabbing Rise Again is I'm concerned about our ability to load our graveyard. But I think I should just take it and then really value everything that lets us put stuff in our graveyard. Okay, well, of course, that means... I mean after we take this Roaming Ghostlight. So, Rise Again might have wheeled, but I wasn't hugely confident. This guy's good if you're green. I think maybe you would still take a Ghostlight over it, but maybe not. Okay, so Rain of Revelation helps us load our graveyard, and it's good with Teferi's Tutelage, so we're all over that. We do need some early plays at some point, so getting a few late guards would be nice. Black guards, that is. I guess I'll grab Thornwood Falls here. Don't want Infernal Scarring, so yeah. Okay, we have another Archfiend's Vessel. I think we're getting there on the reanimation deck. So, we're doing it. This is okay to reanimate, but I think we're kind of set now on reanimation. We need to put things in our graveyard one way or another. We're going to take Unsubstantiate. It gives us a way to interact, and that's great in this situation. I think we hope we're not playing Forgotten Sentinel or Meteorite, but we do need... I guess I'll put this land here just so I remember that we can splash green or red. If we just put the Meteorite in too, it won't be hard, like if we open a bomb. So, yeah, right now we only have 2 cards that let us put things into our graveyard. We wouldn't mind the Grub. That guy would be really good. But we have at least... You know, Roaming Ghostlight isn't the most amazing reanimation target, but it's a pretty good one. And the Megalodon and the Archfiend's Vessels are very good. So, the Signpost Uncommon would be great. Teferi's Looter Friend would be great too. Yeah, the Whale that kind of cycles is really good in this deck. I'm just going to cut all these black cards. Black and blue really don't seem that open, which is a little disconcerting. But the good news is, if we have to, we can put in a Forgotten Sentinel. So, none of these are really what we're after. I guess the Wishcoin Crab's fine. It's a decent defensive creature. Yeah, and we could take another gain land, which could set us up, and the Steward's not great. I guess if we're desperate, we can make ourselves... No, you can't. It can only... Yeah, okay. It can only make opponents discard, unfortunately. Tome Anima might be okay here. So if we're desperate for playables, we do have those Forgotten Sentinels, so that's nice. Okay, so Scorching Dragonfire is pretty strong. Loading the graveyard is... Jeskai Elder can kind of do it, in the sense that if it hits people, you get to loot. But it might just be better to take Capture Sphere. Probably is. Vidalian Arcanist making these cheaper is nice. But yeah, I think we'll take a Capture Sphere here for the removal. I think in an ideal world, we're probably not playing Tome Anima. Wishcoin Crab is more likely. There's a third Rise again, but I don't think we want it until we find more ways to put things in our graveyard. So we've got Opt and Tome Anima. Those aren't very good. I think it's either the Freebooter or Finishing Blow. We're not exactly overwhelming people with our removal at this point. I think I'm going to take Finishing Blow over a second Freebooter. Wow, we could have all the Freebooters. So, still nothing here to load our graveyard. I'm starting to get a little concerned. But I think we take another Freebooter. It is a nice 2-drop, and having multiples is good. I don't like Village Rites that much in this deck. It doesn't really help our game plan. Okay, thank God for Teferi's Protege. That's what we've been looking for. That's definitely what we take over these other options. Gives us a way to load our graveyard. So, I think I'm just going to take an off-color Scryland here. Well, actually an on-color Gainland is probably better. Yeah. Could Mind Rot myself. Don't think we want to do that, though. Deathbloom Thalad's fine. Yeah, so we definitely didn't get the ideal amount of ways to discard things. That much I can tell you. But I think we'll be okay. We have a few ways of doing it, and hopefully that's enough. Yeah. I guess I'll take an Indulgence here. So So it doesn't look like we'll be splashing anything. That does mean we're a little short on playables and may have to play Tome Anima or Forgotten Sentinel. Discard by drawing tons of cards. So in terms of, I mean, the nice thing about the Vessel is that's not one we really have to set up. And that's nice. We just have to block with it early and then play Rise Again on it on turn 5. And that feels pretty good. But yeah, I don't think we have enough of these for that to be worth it. Guess we'll take a Larcenist here. We could take the Sower, but I think we're fine on things to reanimate. I think we have better things to reanimate, frankly. Okay, I don't hate the Arcanist here. It does mean we can Rise Again a turn earlier. And we're getting some nice-ish playables here late. The Glide Master is good too, but I think the Arcanist works better with what we're doing. Rise Again number 3. I don't think we're playing any of these, so I guess I'll take a third Rise Again. What the heck? It seems like nobody was in our deck, which makes it extra frustrating that we didn't see the blue-black signpost in common. Read the Tides, Tranquil Cove, Splash the Shock. Yeah. So in the end, we ended up with just enough playables, I think. So in terms of ways to discard things to reanimate, basically all we have is Teferi's Tutelage, Teferi's Protege, and Reign of Revelation, right? Yeah. Which is annoying, but I think that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I don't think that's reason enough to run a third Rise Again. Although maybe it's better than a Read the Tides. I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think this is our deck. The Larcenist isn't going to be great, but it'll be okay. Yeah, I don't have enough good targets. I do have 3 good targets for it and 3 decent targets for it. But yeah. Alright, I think this is fine. I think it's probably our best deck of the day. Those 3 Ghost Lights, you know, that's the key. Yeah, the Ghost Lights are nice to reanimate, especially if you get to actually play them the first time and then reanimate them the second time. Like, getting that triggered twice is nasty. Especially if you, like, use the 3/2 body to trade. Usually feels pretty good. Alright, I think this is fine. We're never going to be gaining 3, I don't think. I don't think we have a way to ever make it so this gets that done for us, but yeah. We can turn 1 Vessel, turn 2 Op, turn 3 Ghoul. It's not a bad start. Especially if we can find a Rise Again. Okay, so I think we just end our turn here. 2 Tutelage and Master of Time is pretty nasty. No, you'd rather ping me for 1, huh? You're afraid of tricks, maybe? Okay. You know, I'd normally love a Ghost Light, but I think we really need mana. Well, look at that. Maybe not that much mana. Alright. So I think play the Ghoul here. Now I'm pretty sad about this Ghost Light on the bottom of my library. They seem like they might be an aggressive blue-red deck. Well, they missed their land drop there, despite everything they did, which sucks for them. Alright, so let's attack with our Ghoul here. Then let's play a Larcenist. Yeah, we didn't even get a Rousing Reed, which would have been nice in this deck for our Rise Agains and our Larcenist, but what are you going to do? I'm pretty okay with that exchange. We break even on tempo. So they're just planning on using counter magic, I guess. Right, so I think we just pass. I mean, we can use Finishing Blow if we want to. They're probably playing Reign of Revelation here, which kind of sucks. It's just a Goblin Wizardry. It's not quite as bad. It's not good either, mind you, but it's acceptable, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'll probably use my Vessel to block one of these, and undoubtedly they have Prowess going, but we'll see. Getting the Megalon down will feel pretty nice, and I think we're just going to end up being able to cast it in this game, unless something really scary happens here. So we know we have 2 Rise Again somewhere. I think it's just worth blocking here, forcing them to play a spell. I think it's fine. We do gain 1 life too. Gets him in the graveyard where we need him. That hurts a little bit, but I'm just gonna do this now. You get to draw a card at least. Okay. Wish I had that Ghost Light now. Capture Sphere is not great in this situation. Neither is Finishing Blow. Okay. We're gonna end up using one of them, undoubtedly, but yeah, I'm really regretting putting that Ghost Light on the bottom like I did. Could tell you that much. All right, so we're gonna Capture Sphere the Magmut here. Get it to stop terrorizing me after it does 1 to us. Hey, they only did 2 to us. I see that as a victory. I kind of want them to... Oh. That works for us, right? I mean, they don't get to bounce anything. Oh, they can bounce their own Magmut. Yeah, that's... Ooh. Okay. Well, that's our plan now, I guess. I think we go... Rise Again. Reanimate Archfiend's Vessel. That feels pretty good. Unless I have another Ghost Light, in which case we're dead, basically. Okay. I'm gonna block the Ghost Light here. Sure Strike or something. Yeah, God. The red-blue deck in this format, with all of its cheap tricks, is so painful. Like, my God. Even when you're doing crazy stuff like we just did, it's just like, nah. Nah, you're dead. It's not looking like it's going to be a good Saturday this time around. Maybe how good our days are will reverse this weekend. Wow, they went with the draw there? I was dead if they bounced my... Oh, hexproof. Hexproof's a thing, I guess. So I hear. Ooh. Interesting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I think we play Ghostlight. Bouncing the Magma doesn't actually prevent any damage, but... Well, yeah, it does in the long run. So let's bounce their Magma. Drops us to 5. So they basically just need a spell here and we're dead. At this point, I think finishing blow on Magmut is what we need to do with us at 5 life. We need to not draw a land here, though. We need to add to the board and kill something. Can we do both of those things? No, we can't. Okay. So I think that means we're dead. We'll make them kill us, I guess. Yep. That'll do it, even with finishing blow. I do think this deck is better than it just appeared to be. Unlike our others from earlier today. You know, we went 3 and 3 with one of them from today, I guess, but... That Archfiend's Vessel plan is a lot more painful in this format that has good blue bounce spells, though. I think we can get away with keeping this. Yeah. It's a reasonable keep. We do need to draw a 3rd land to be in business. But other than that... Oh, God. That's frustrating. Okay, we have one more turn to draw that 3rd land. Can we do it? That's the question. Just gonna take 2 here. If we draw land, we'll be able to loot. So yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'll take it. At least gives me some information. Ooh. That's a pretty good thing to take away in this scenario. The one spell left in their hand. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, so I think we go with Tutelage here, discard Spined Megalodon. We're not under a lot of pressure, so... Yeah, discard the Megalodon. Faith's Fetters, if they ever get it back, will make some of our reanimation targets sad, but not our Megalodon. Okay, so Anointed Chorister can get pretty scary here. If I block, they do have to put the mana into it for their creature not to die, but they may not have anything else in their hand anyway, I guess. I think I'll block. I'm not going to have an opportunity to affect the board with this 1/1 body very often. Anyway, I mean, it did a little something. Okay, so... I think... I probably want a Reign of Revelation so that I can increase my chances of Rise Againing next turn. That does mean we're going to take a hit here. I mean, maybe it's safer to play the Crab. who can actually block on this board. And I can still play the Protege next turn. Maybe we do need to be more cautious and preserve our life total here. Yeah, let's do it. So I think we want to reanimate the Megalodon because we know there's a chance to get Faith's Fetters back at some point. So yeah. Gross. That is gross. Okay, so... guess I'm going to sacrifice the crab. My opponent has plenty of cards left. 23 to be exact. So we did draw the land. But the question is whether I should do something different than I originally planned. Like bounce Gourmand. Or go after my demon because it can actually trade with Gourmand. The problem is Faith's Fetters will actually affect my Archfiend's Vessel demon. But I think that is the best play here. Hope they don't have an answer or a feat of resistance or... oh my god. Is this real? Why is my day going like this? Alright, I have to give them back their Faith's Fetters. I don't really have a choice anymore. Oh man, that's frustrating. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do though. Is bounce one of them. They probably just put Faith's Fetters on my 5/5, if I had to guess. Like, I think this deck is actually set up pretty well to be a reanimation deck, but facing down what we've faced down has been absurd and disheartening. Like double Gourmand on back, like not even double Gourmand, but back-to-back Gourmands. You know, like that's not what you want to be doing. Yeah, so Faith's Fetters makes sense. Attack for 5. Do we try to go for the mill kill now? They are at 17. They're about to go to 15 cards. Oh, good. 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I can try. I don't think we're going to get there on milling them. But I can try. So they're going to play another Gourmand here. And sack their Chorister, probably. I'm going to sack my Protege, if that's what happens. Oh, I can sack my 5/5. Good call. Good call. That is definitely what we should be doing. Alright, so... Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to block this. Take 5. And we're going to Rain of Revelation. Okay. Probably the Arcanist is what we want the least here. Opt gives us more card draw, so... We're down to 6 cards. Ooh. Between Capture Sphere and Unsubstantiate, we can actually get there on milling them now. Or get close, anyway. Yeah, Protege's ability. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I'm just going to unsubstantiate Gourmand now. And I'm also just going to Capture Sphere the Gaggle Master now. So, I'm not going to be able to use this ability, so I'm going to have to draw a little extra something if I'm actually going to mill them out. Unfortunately. But yeah, we'll just Capture Sphere now. I have to block the Chorister, so down to 3 cards. They're going to go to 1 card. Oh yeah, whatever they don't sack to, yeah, that probably makes sense. Then maybe we could have Protege. No, we still had to use the Capture Sphere, so. Yeah, so we have to block, unfortunately. It's scary to wait to do anything against a deck that's, Okay, we actually have a chance now. They couldn't play Gourmand and do that, so... Provided they don't draw removal here, I think we actually win. Yep, I think we got there on the tutelage. It got us there after reanimation plan A didn't work out. That's our plan B, I guess. Nice. I guess that's probably usually how our deck will work, is it'll try to be a Reanimator deck. And when that doesn't work out, we can try to win the tutelage. Oh good, I'm up against someone who is in Mythic. This isn't bad. That means they've already played this format a ton. And are pretty good at it. Both of those things. Looks like they may be in the same deck we are. They could be blue-red, I suppose, but... See if they play a tutelage here. Yeah, I don't play enough to get to Mythic. You are correct, sir. I don't hate unsubstantiating Baron here to keep them from drawing a card. Gives us more time to find... Okay, well, there's a Rise again. God, I guess I discard a Crab. We did just put a Frantic Inventory in their graveyard for them. I don't love that. I don't like that Palladium Mirror a whole lot either. Are they mono blue? So far, it looks like they are. So Baron's probably going to bounce my protege here. Or they'll just play a big 4-4 that we can... We're in good shape here. Because we can just use our roaming Ghostlight to bounce their Replicator. And then end our turn. They are mono blue, I think. Well, we can punish that a decent amount. I think we just play another Ghostlight. This is the dream you want to live, you know, the Ghostlight dream. Do some damage just in case that ends up being something we have to actually do. So if a Ghostlight ever dies, we can just Rise Again it. And... well, that's sad. So... I'm gonna play Archfiend's Vessel here. I guess we'll just end our turn. Yeah. We have Finishing Blow if that's something we need. Yeah, at some point I'll start using the Protege. I don't think we're at a point where we like absolutely have to be doing it. But we could definitely end up there. Okay, so that's fine. I think my plan here is to block this roaming Ghostlight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They have a lot of spirits over there. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna put both our Ghostlights into the graveyard here. Oh, except I can't. They're gonna tap mine down. Well, that's just great. I think maybe we have to kill Shacklegeist now. Ugh. If I kill my own roaming Ghostlight, that's not too bad, but Shacklegeist is going to take this game over if I'm not careful. Alright. Oh, yeah, the Replicator. Poop. Yeah, that's not going to be good, is it? The only good news is I can chump block the Replicator. I have them at 11 cards. I'm in decent shape here. Ooh. Okay, so let's block ours. Okay, things just got a little more interesting, I'd say. So I think we Rise Again. Get back a Ghostlight. And bounce this token. Oh, you can't bounce spirits with Ghostlight. Good call. That's an easy line of text to forget because it almost never matters. Alright, so you're going to block there. You're going to block here. You're going to block there. See what happens. They're at 6 cards, huh? I think it's actually better here to get back another Ghost Light rather than a Demon. Yeah. Yeah. I have so much mana, which is concerning to me. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna block the Mistral Singer. Just hope all they have is that Chrome Replicator. They're at 5 cards. Now they're at 3 cards. So if we're allowed to keep our protege in play and untap, we can win. There are several cards that can kill us. That is not one of them. Nice. Well, in that game, reanimating was really just a way to get more Ghostlight triggers. So that was kind of funny. All right. Let's see if we can get a winning record with one of our decks today. Wow, we keep getting tutelage in the opener, which is pretty good. This is a good hand overall. It does get a little less good in a world where our opponent has a really fast deck. And that's probably what we're looking at right now. But, you know, give it a try. Ooh, they couldn't do anything there. That's great news for us. Not so good for them. So we've already got 5 mana. I think we pitch a land in this case. We're just trying to hold back this Chorister at this point. Well, that's rough for our opponent. Because now that we're at 4 mana and we're still at 17 life, you know, we can just start killing things and Rain of Revelation, Roaming Ghostlight, all of that. So I think we're in great shape now, actually. No reason to use Finishing Blow there. Wow, that's a lot of lands. I don't really want to tap land. What else do they have in their deck? Yeah, they have a good aggro deck, just bad luck. So at this point, I don't even think there's a reason to worry about using our Ghostlight. I think we kind of just hang back here and hold on to the Ghostlight as like an escape, something to buy us the time we need. Because right now, we're not in any real danger. Basically, any way you slice it. funny. Well, maybe it's worth bouncing now, huh? Surely they... Oh my god, they still don't have a land. That's a nightmare, especially because I milled a bunch of their lands. Yeah, sorry. We've all been there. It is part of the game. That's for sure. I don't think I even knew there was a format called Classic Draft. Sounds like it's based on the old Magic Online drafts. If it's 3-0 is your goal. His hand's not great, but it's okay. We'd like a tutelage, but we've been pretty lucky with our tutelage our last few games, so... Ugh. It's a little annoying. Okay, so I think we attack here. Leave up mana for Reign of Revelation, and we hope we draw something to reanimate. There's a reasonable chance we do, and then we can rise again on our turn. Our opponent has already dropped us to 14, which is not really where we want to be. We didn't really end up with anything we really want to reanimate next turn. Now we're just going to play our crab. I mean our Ghostlight, our crab. I think we're actually discarding the crab. Yeah. We can rise again it later. Look out. Let's bounce the Glide Master. So if they attack with the zombie, I block it, because then I can just rise again my Ghostlight and, you know, do that again. Although, I guess I could just block with my Protege. There's no reason to get all silly with things. It does feel like this game might be one we have to win via, like, damage. But we'll see. If we have our, you know, if it's anywhere near the top of our library, we're in good shape. So we may as well play the tap land here. And we'll end our turn. We can Finishing Blow if necessary, or just use Teferi's Protege's ability at the end of their turn. If they try to put a Rousing Read on something, if we can Finishing Blow, that'll be great. Okay, so we're just going to loot. We could bounce both of these with our Read the Tides if we wanted to. Wow. We've got all the Rise Agains. So, you know what might be interesting here? Is they may be planning on giving flying to one of their creatures, and if I could coax them into blocking my Ghostlight and killing whatever they gave flying to, I could then rise again, get back Ghostlight, and bounce the other thing. And if they don't, if that's not what happens, I'm not in that much trouble, so I'm gonna do it. I can only draw 3. I really don't want to rise again on Wishcoin Crab. Yeah, they're just going to take it. That's fine. If that's what they're going to do, I think we just end the turn and continue to leave up Finishing Blow. Hey, why didn't you do that earlier? That's okay. We'll bring it back next turn. We'll bring it back next turn. So, you giving flying to either of those? So we could Finishing Blow here. Ooh, that's not good. That is really not good. Okay, okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and kill the Glide Master here. Stupid hexproof. Making my life difficult. I need to reanimate my own Megalodon right about now, but that doesn't seem to be where things are going. Okay, so I think I'm gonna rise again. Get back a Ghost Light. Bounce what I can bounce. And yeah, end our turn. We can opt and Protege here. Too bad we don't have our freaking what's-a-who's it in play. Yeah, so we take 5, let them scry. We have no way of dealing with the Megalodon, so... Oh my god. As if things weren't bad enough. Okay, so let's opt. You're not going to help me, so I don't think I want you. Okay, our own Megalodon helps some, but not as much as I would like. I could play the Ghost Light. It's kind of funny. So we can discard our Megalodon. So if I play the Ghost Light, I can bounce their whale. Probably worth doing. Probably worth doing. Thanks for the resub, Arctic Avenger. Yeah, so we'll do this. Bounce the whale. And attack them with everything. Yeah, this actually gives us a chance. If they play the whale again here... If they play the whale again here, things might get interesting. I can read the tides. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, if they play the whale here, I can read the tides and get pretty close to winning, especially if they attack me. And they do attack me. Alright, no blocks. You think they go for it with the big old whale? No. Why didn't you go for it with the big old whale? Everything would have been fine. That's a lot less fine. So let's see. That leaves me 3 mana. Ah, crap. Cancel. That's not what I wanted to do. So I guess the best thing to do right here is probably get back my own Megalodon. So the horrible situation we're in right now is that our opponent has these 2 caged zombies who we're going to have to block the Megalodon, and they can then just use those abilities. But that's only enough to put us at 1. So 6, 8. Oh, it is lethal. Except they can block. Oh, but they can't if I use Read the Tides. Good call. 6, 8, 9. Yeah. I don't know what kind of math I was doing. Thanks for bailing me out there. I probably would have gotten there eventually, but I was a ways away from it. I somehow thought I could only swing for 8. Maths. Yeah. Well, we got to a winning record with this one at least. We have time to do better. Yeah, that was pretty funny that the pirate's extra damage was big there, since we were able to just bounce their whale. I think you mean Captain Ahab killed the whale. Ooh, this is interesting. I think we keep this. You know, if our opponent is playing a blue, this might not work out very well. But if they aren't... Oh, they're playing blue. How about that? Alright, that's enough lands for now, I think. And Archfiend's Vessel looks pretty good when you can actually trade it for something. Ooh. What do you have in your hand? I think we're more concerned about Rousing Reed than Capture Sphere. Interesting. It's interesting to see a blue-white deck sporting Teferi's Tutelage. They might mill our reanimation targets. That's the good news for us. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we're going to attack with this. Play our second freebooter. Take away that Capture Sphere. How have they not milled a reanimation target? Come on. Is that so much to ask? Alright, so we're going to block. Wow. That really worked out well for us overall. So the thing to worry about here is that they have the removal spell that kills tapped creatures, but I think that's okay. So we can go Rise Again, get a Demon, Rise Again, get a Demon over our next couple turns. That seems pretty good. They're down to 23 cards, but... Okay, so Rise Again. Okay, well that's great. So, yeah, we play Ghostlight here. Bounce this. Attack them for 7. I wonder if they attack here. They kind of have to, I guess, for the life. Okay, so this is 5, 8, 9, 10 damage. So I think we just play Ghostlight again. And we ought to be able to kill them next turn. Between all the things we have going on. It's pretty sweet when your graveyard is loaded by your opponent and Rise Again turns into like a toolbox card. That's pretty much what happened there. Alright, so we went 3-3 in our first draft, so we were, and then 1-3 in our second draft. So we were 4-6. We've done enough to officially at least end up with a 50% win percentage on the day in this draft, and any win beyond this will give us more than that. Well, don't think we can keep that one. I do think we can keep this one. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the crab here. Poor crab. I just discard him and put him on the bottom of my library and stuff. Poor guy. Yeah, occasionally, you know, with Rise Again being a common, Containment Priest actually will do stuff sometimes. Larcenist is nice with the Ghost Lights because it can sometimes make it so it's able to do its thing. Anytime this vessel actually does something other than get reanimated, feels pretty good. Like, even if it's just damage like we saw there. Well, they better have a creature this turn, or our Larcenist is going to go crazy. You know, or kill the Larcenist. That works too. That works too. Interesting, okay. Well, we're in pretty good shape here. We'd be in better shape if our Larcenist were still around, but the fact that they haven't played a permanent yet is good news for our Ghostlight, because as soon as they do, we play that and we bounce their permanent. I think until they do play a permanent, I don't really see a reason to do anything else other than just keep attacking them, increasing our life. You know, we can Finishing Blow if we want. We can Roaming Ghostlight if we want. Nice. Now we just need a reanimation spell. Alright. I think I'm going to bounce that rather than kill it right away. If only that Larcenist were still in play. I think we'd like to stop drawing lands. That'd be cool. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, so we'll Finishing Blow the Jester this time. Four, five, six, yeah. So now if we draw a land, it at least will accomplish something because our Megalodon will be able to do its thing. Man, this Archfiend's Vessel has been a monster for against our opponent. We're only 1 mana away from Megalodon. That makes this trickier than it would usually be. I think we probably want the Megalodon in this case. Yeah. Wow, we bounced both of their Chrome Replicators. this is going to be a game, it looks like, where we neither win as a result of reanimation or Teferi's Tutelage. We win as a result of our opponent flooding out, really. I guess that's the truth. Archfiend's Vessels, man. Got us to 31 life. Yeah, our opponent had such a slow start that those vessels, I don't know how much damage they did. 10 or 12, I think. Alright, this is good. I love these freebooters early. Like, they're so disruptive. And in addition to that, they're, like, kind of reasonable cards the rest of the game. I guess I'd rather opt on turn 1 than play a tap land. Well, we only have one choice. This start looks a little bit scary, but we'll get rid of an invigorating surge there. We need to draw some ghost lights, pretty much. Play our protege here. Probably play Truffle Snout. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm not planning on Capture Sphering this turn. So... although, I guess I probably should play the untapped land, yeah. If I can loot and unsubstantiate, I think I'd like that as well. Like, yeah. Take 3 here. Because looting means we throw the Megalodon in the graveyard. Yeah, let's unsubstantiate this. Oh, except I don't have enough blue mana. I'm smart. So smart. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna go for it here. And then next turn we can play Ghostlight and mess everything up. Well, it can Capture Sphere too this turn if we really want to. And we may want to. Yeah, this happens this time. Yeah, we'll Capture Sphere Truffle Snout here. May not have been the best move, mostly because I don't really want to bounce Truffle Snout now. And I don't want to bounce Llanowar Visionary either. So, probably would have been better to just let them attack me there, and then... okay, well, now there's at least something worth bouncing. Yeah. They're like red-green prowess, I guess? I guess that can happen. Do you think they just use the Immolator right away to kill my freebooter? Oh, they want to kill my Ghostlight. Cool, that means if we draw Rise again, we can get it back. Get that trigger again. Okay, so here we're going to play Archfiend's Vessel. Guess we're gonna attack for 1. Then we'll end our turn. Hopefully we can hit a Rise Again off of the Rain. That would be cool. Do I double block a Llanowar Visionary here? With all the prowess, it's very likely they have more things like Invigorating Surge. I could just go for the chump block with the plan of bringing back the demon. I think I'm going to double block, though. I don't really lose that much, even if they do have a trick here. That's trample, so what's the point in single blocking it? We're just going to take it. There's the weird. Now we know nothing about their hand, unfortunately. Okay. There is a Rise Again. Discard the Megalodon. Is the Megalodon our best thing here? Better than the Ghostlight? I think it probably is. Yeah, Rise Again. Megalodon. It's a big shark with hexproof. Unfortunately, it's not really the kind of reanimating that's going to win us the game here. I mean, at least not. It's not going to be our win condition. It definitely keeps our opponent from attacking us and stuff like that, which is nice, but... And I may still attack with it. I'm seriously considering doing so anyway. I could find out what's going on in their hand, but... I think just ghost sliding here, probably worthwhile. And snout or weird is basically the question we have. I'm gonna bounce the weird. So, as a 5/7. They could triple block it, but yeah, I mean, they have to lose some serious resources if that's what they want to do. And I get to scry, and I have Read the Tides in my hand, so I feel pretty good about this. Maybe, you know, freebootering before all of this would have been better. Like a Sure Strike would be bad news for us here. So that does give us the 6th land for our Read the Tides, which could potentially help us get lethal. But it's definitely not guaranteed to, so I think I bottom the island. I get to kill 2 things, assuming, you know, they don't have a trick. Interesting. So, if they have the double counter spell, I won't even get to kill anything. So I think I'm actually going to do damage to the Pride Malkin first. Yeah. It takes trample away, if nothing else. Yeah, that's what I figured they had. But I still get to kill the Pride Malkin, which means no trample. And I'd say that matters. Not having to worry about trample definitely matters when they have a 6/6 Truffle Snout. Probably going to chump block the snout with my vessel. Okay, so we did get Read the Tides mana. Let's see what's in their hand, though. There may not be anything this late. Ooh, that is nice. Thank God. Alright, so we're going to attack them for 4, and we have 5 in the air coming their way next turn, which is enough for lethal. I do have to survive this turn, though. So that drops me to 14, and they can attack for 11, 13, 15, theoretically. But we can chump block 2 of them. Did they say good game because we win or lose? We win. That's good news. All right, well, we managed to get to 7 wins with this one. I think that's my second 7 win. There might be more, but I think it's only the second. And that definitely improves our day after starting with a 3-3 and a 1-3. So that's nice. Takes us to 68 and 52. If you just get all the ghost lights, you tend to do pretty well, basically. I'm too lazy to open those until I have 10 at a time, so I'm not going to open them for now. All right, well, that will do it for today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Eastern, so see you all then, and have a nice rest of your Saturday.